Hi, YouTube. I am coming at you this week from beautiful BC. Yeah. Ooh. Now, we talked briefly the last couple of weeks about the 5 signs of an abusive relationship, and I also discussed kind of toxic people. Now, some more specific areas have come up. And one was about particular behaviors that maybe an abusive person would have. One being the issue of gaslighting. Gaslighting is a term used to describe kind of an abuse technique where someone will try and make their victim feel like they're going crazy. They also try and make their victim question their sanity slowly but surely and kind of in subtle ways. If you are being gaslighted by a partner, quite often they will blatantly just deny things that you know that they've said. I have seen scenarios where a gaslighter will move things in the house and say that they were never there to their partner. The other ones that a gaslighter will use against you are things like saying it's all in your head, you're crazy. Like they'll quite often try and make you feel like you are becoming mentally insane. So gaslighting progresses kind of in stages, and at first you'll find that you're kind of arguing with the person, you know that they're being ridiculous. By the time you reach stage 2, usually you are trying to see their point of view, probably because you're so used to them calling you out on things or trying to manipulate the situation that you just don't want to argue anymore with them. And then the third stage of that is after a long period of time when you begin to question your own memory and your own sanity, and that's when you know that there may be some residual trauma or some things that you have to work through once you've left a gaslighter. Gaslighting is something that's done over time, and it is just persistent. So in that way, it is the attempt to really kind of delegitimize you as a person, make other people think you're crazy as well as yourself, and it's a dangerous behavior in a relationship. The technique of gaslighting is quite often used by people who are narcissists, so they have narcissistic personality disorder, and if you want to know more about that, I will be making a video on the criteria for narcissistic personality disorder in the coming weeks. And the other group that often will use this behavior are sociopaths, so people who really don't feel much social guilt or have a conscience about how they treat other people. Basically, the long-term goal of someone who is gaslighting you is to kind of avoid responsibility, which we've talked about, but often gaslighting will lead to a point where someone has a nervous breakdown. They do actually have mental health symptoms come out of kind of years of being accused of having mental health symptoms. And the other thing will be is that people who are gaslighting quite often have affairs or infidelities or secret addictions, things like that, that they will chronically lie about and try to make their partner feel like they're just not trusting them, they're kind of the one in the wrong. If you are being gaslighted, it's not always to say that the person is doing it intentionally, but the likelihood is that they are responding to feeling threatened or insecure in some way, and that really isn't usually your issue. That is the person who is gaslighting you, is their issue. And now if you have kind of lost some of your memory after gaslighting or a long period of kind of being manipulated in this way by a partner, that actually is quite normal. It can be a reaction to trauma. It can also be a reaction to kind of being told for so long that what you remember isn't accurate. Just being really aware that you're not going crazy. This isn't your fault. This happens to a lot of people, and there is recovery that can come out of gaslighting. And so I think it's really important to highlight that psychotherapy is important after you've dealt with anything like this for a long period of time, to kind of work through your own triggers, your own memories, and figure out how to heal from this and move on. If you find this video triggering or you need some support or help, please feel free to contact me or check out my website, www.youcounseling.com, for my blogs, for more info, for how to contact for services and stuff like that. Links are below as well, and also check out my other videos on abuse.